Good morning, everyone. How are y'all this morning? I'm going to wait a couple of seconds and see who is joining me today. Well, this is the hostess code that you can use through the end of the month, which is next week. Can y'all believe that? So with today's project, y'all can use the hostess code, head on over to iStampin.com, and then from there you can just click on shop. And so any of the items that I'm using in today's project, you can use, you can place an order for that, and when you do that, you will receive a gift from me. It will be in March, because once this hostess code closes out, that's when I'll order all the products. I receive it, have to box it up and ship it out to you. So it won't be an immediate gift. But anyway, hi everyone. This is Kara with iStampin.com. Thanks for joining me for another iStampin Live episode. Let me make sure that my lighting's all good. I think it looks good. It's a nice sunny day today, so I'm getting some good natural light in my office. If you can just click on that share button right next to the comment section, if you share this video on your Facebook page, then your name will be entered into a drawing. So all you have to do is, once you share it, just type in shared, and I will put your name in for a drawing. Good morning, Monica. How are you this morning, or this afternoon? I keep saying morning every time. I guess, I don't know, 12:30. I should know that it's the afternoon. So anyway, thanks for joining me. Wonderful. Okay, so again, this is the hostess code. I'll put this off to the side, and before I end my Facebook Live, I'll just show this to you again in case you have any questions, anything like that. Just type them in the comment box. I have my iPad next to me. I try to read the comments throughout the live, but I'll go back through before the end of it. But this is the card that we are going to be making. It's using Petal Palette. It's a really pretty simple card, doing some not masking, but some tone-on-tone, Stampin' Off, things like that. But before, I've got a couple of announcements. Okay, so if you follow my Facebook, if you follow iStampin, which, obviously if you're watching this live, you do, you may have seen a post that said, I have a project that I'm going to be, I did like a sneak peek, and I said, the blog and the video will be up later tomorrow, or later today. This was yesterday. So this is the card, and I have to tell y'all, did y'all know that yesterday was National Margarita Day? I didn't, and my husband and I, we went out to dinner, and I partaked in the National Margarita Day. So when I got home, I didn't really feel like working, so I have to apologize that I didn't get it up when I said that I would, but the video is already edited. All I have to do is just write up the blog post. So I will have that up for you as well as Facebook Live. So you're getting 2 posts today. So anyway, I love all these national days. It's like, I don't know where it must just be a marketing ploy. So anyway, this is yesterday's card. I did some coloring. This is using the Hanging Garden stamp set, really cute stamp set. So anyway, I just wanted to show that. I didn't forget it. It's just that I just wasn't in a working mood after having dinner and a couple of margaritas. All right, then the last bit of housekeeping before we get started is I want to announce last week's winner, and congratulations to Barbara A. You were the winner, and I've got your gift already packaged up and ready to send out to you. So I made this cute little tag. I want to show y'all. This is one of the hostess sets in the Occasions catalog. It's called Yay You, and it's just absolutely darling. It's got all these cute little sentiments and these little banners, and so that's what I used to make the tag. And then this little striped paper, this is from one of our Memories and More card packs. It's the Color Theory Memories and More card pack. This is in the annual catalog. And so I just found this. I thought it was just darling. So I just used a couple of my circle punches and created that tag. This is some old ribbon, some retired ribbon. I like to use my old ribbon for gifts like this. I try to give y'all quite a bit so that you can use it for future projects. But anyway, this is for Barbara A. So be sure to reach out to me with your mailing address so that I can get this out to you as soon as possible. Alrighty. And then this is the cute little envelope that I made to go with the card. And I stamped the flap. Isn't that cute? Just, wouldn't that be fun to get in the mail? All right, this is a really simple card. There's quite a few layers, but it's, like I said, it's simple. All right, so the stamp set that we are using today is called Petal Palette. You'll find this in our Occasions catalog. And there is a matching framelit set. Let me find it here in the catalog, which means I bet you can save 10% on the bundle. Here we go. Yes, it's called the Petal Palette Bundle. So this is on page 23. And you can see that there's some other pieces to this collection. You've got some pretty embossing folders, the really pretty designer series paper. So anyway, the thinlits are just absolutely gorgeous. But we are just going to be using the stamps today. And the 3 colors that you will need are Pool Party, Emerald Envy, and Night of Navy. And I just love these 2 colors. I just love together. Just very classic, very preppy, I guess. But just really pretty. Oh, I think so too. Hey, good afternoon, Diana. All right, so the first thing that you will do is to cut a piece of Pool Party cardstock. I'm just trying to clear everything over here before everything falls. All right, so you will just need a piece of Pool Party cardstock. This measures 8.5 by 5.5, and I've already scored this at 4 1/4. And so let's just burnish this with our bone folder. And then here, I don't know if you can see this, but I stamped the thank you really subtle on the background using Pool Party, so there's some tone on tone. And then I did the exact same thing on the little Whisper White panel. So for the Whisper White panel, this measures 3 by 4 1/4. So let's go ahead and get out our thank you stamp. And then you're gonna need just a piece of scratch paper to stamp off if you like to keep your grid paper clean. And then let's go ahead and get out Pool Party. So how's everybody doing this Friday? Is everybody excited about the weekend? Nice weather, can you get outside and get some fresh air? Okay, so I'm just stamping off, and then I'm just going to just stamp this in varying widths across the card, if that made sense. You know, so you stamp off, and so you have it like where it's staggered, if that makes any sense. I hope so. So I'm going to do the exact same thing down here. And this is just really supposed to be subtle. It's not to, you know, necessarily to be able to, you know, a true focal point is just really subtle, and you're like, something's going on behind there. Okay, so we're going to do the exact same thing with our Whisper White. So let's just stamp off, and we'll just do this a few times up here. Okay, and then again down here towards the bottom. All right, so it's going to look like that. So we are done with the Pool Party ink. And then our note card is pretty much done with the stamping. The next thing we'll do is we'll actually put the card panel on here. All right, so let's go ahead and use our Night of Navy. or actually, you know what? I think I'm gonna do my leaves first. So we're gonna use Emerald Envy, and I've got the leaf image. So you're gonna wanna get this image right here. So let's go ahead and ink that up. And we're gonna stamp this twice. So we're gonna stamp it full strength, and then we're gonna stamp it again. So it's like generational stamping, so it gives it that really pretty faded look. So I'm going to stamp it this way, and then I'm just going to kind of move it where it looks kind of like a bundle, like so. And it looks like I got a little bit of ink down there, but I'm not too worried about that. Oh, good. All right, Diane, I'm glad. Sorry that you're having some issues. Hopefully your internet will stay connected. All right, so then the next thing we're gonna do is come in with this little polka dot pattern. And I really like the stamp set. It's got that faded look to it, so it gives you a lot of dimension. And I'm inking this up in Night of Navy. And I'm just gonna stamp about right there. So about half on and half off. And then really the only last bit of stamping that we need to do, actually I need to clean this because we're going to use the thank you stamp again in Night of Navy. And so I just have a scratch piece of cardstock. This card comes together quickly, and that kind of seems to be a theme of mine. I don't like to do too complicated of cards, just because sometimes that can be a little intimidating to brand new stampers or just stampers in general. So this card has quite a few steps, but really it isn't that advanced. Okay. So the next step I'm going to do is I've got my little tabletop trimmer, and I'm just going to trim this down to make like a little banner. Okay. And I'm going to be notching the right side of this, and I'm going to use a little punch that we used to carry. I kept this. You can do this with your scissors, but this is a little, if y'all have this punch, don't get rid of it. This is a neat little trick. I know this is retired. I try not to show y'all retired products, but I just love using this little punch for notching the ends. But you just feed it through the top like this, and when you punch it out, it gives you that perfect notch like that. So if y'all have this punch, or if you see it for sale somewhere, pick it up. I don't think I'll ever get rid of that. And then I'm just going to trim this down just a little bit on the left side. So it's going to look about like that. So this is probably, what, a 1/4 of an inch wide, 1/2 inch. So that's about a 1/2 inch wide. Okay, so the next thing we can do is put on our ribbon. This is the Night of Navy crinkled seam binding ribbon. And I'm just going to cut off just about that much. So that's about almost 4 inches. That's more than enough. And I'm going to angle this. Thanks. I have to use my right hand with these scissors. So sometimes it's a little scary what it's going to look like. Okay, and I'm just going to use some glue dots to adhere the ribbon. I don't know why these scissors, being left-handed, I'm used to having to use special scissors, but these, it's funny, it's like other people I know are left-handed, and they're like, I can use those scissors left-handed with no problem, but for some reason, I have to use my right hand with them. I try to have, like, you know, designated ribbon scissors just so that I can get a clean cut every time. And oh my gosh, you think that when my family has been, there's been a couple of times where I've caught them almost using my ribbon scissors for paper, and I'm like, stop. They're like, what is your problem? I'm like, those are like, you know, cut paper with those scissors. And they don't understand. But anyway, have y'all had that same thing happen? I think it's so funny. Okay. Stick another glue dot here. I could have used my snail if I wanted to, but sometimes this seam binding ribbon, it's pretty thin and delicate, so it can get a little warped in the shape. So like what I'm trying to do right here. So like that. Let me see if I can use these scissors. These are fairly new, so these should be sharp enough to clean up that edge. There we go. Okay, so what we will do next is get out our linen thread. We're going to wrap linen thread around this little card panel a few times. And then just cut this off, and then we're going to tie a bow, but the bow is going to be close to the right edge. Okay, so I need to adjust this a little bit. Okay, that's good. So you want the bow to be on the right side, and what I like to do is to tie a knot before I tie the bow. This just allows the linen thread to not slip, which is a neat little tip. I can just get it underneath there. There we go. So just hold and then tighten. There we go. And you can separate this if you want, or you can keep it together. Whoops. Okay, let's try that again. Come on, where are you? Oh my gosh. Sometimes I'm like, these nails are more trouble than they're worth. There we go. Okay, so just pull the tails. So this is going to be kind of a smaller bow, but that's good. I like that size. My husband tried to use my kitchen scissors on a shoe. Oh my gosh, that is so funny. Oh my gosh, hey Emily, I'm so glad my team members can join. So it's snowing in Utah. I have seen quite a bit of snow, like for people up in Northern California, I guess it is. I guess you don't want to hear that it's been like 80 degrees and I've been wearing shorts this week. So, okay, so just tie your bow, trim your tails like that, and then we're going to attach the little thank you banner above the linen thread, kind of like straddling, you know, overlapping, I guess is the right word, of the ribbon. Oh, this is y'all's first snowfall? Oh, that's crazy. Isn't that kind of unusual? Don't y'all usually have snow by now? Or have had snow? Okay, so I'm going to put 3 dimensionals on the banner. I do use a lot of dimensionals. You'll see some people that, you know, just use one. I like to really make sure that my pieces are well supported, so I do kind of go a little overboard with adhesive and dimension, and these are just so cheap, so I don't feel like, you know, it's not like I'm wasting them. Okay, and so that's just gonna go just like so. Isn't that cute? Oh, I just love this. This is just so fun. Okay, and then finally we're gonna pop this up on dimensionals. Like this. Good afternoon, Tammy. That's okay if you're late. I will have this up. You know, guys, I've been having some issues uploading my Facebook Lives to YouTube. For some reason, half the audio is just like gone. I think I told y'all about that last week. So for the last 2 weeks, I've experienced it. 1 week, I finally was able to figure it out. Last Friday, I was not. So if for any reason, if I cannot, if I'm still having the same issues and cannot figure it out, you know, I'll have a blog post, but I'll just link the, I'll just link y'all to my iStampin Facebook page, and you'll just have to watch the live version again. So I apologize for that. I cannot for the life of me figure it out. I don't know if it's something with my computer or what. So I'm still trying to, you know, figure that out. But anyway, so Tammy, you can definitely rewatch this again. So there's the card. Isn't that just darling? I just love that. Let me go ahead. I'm going to do the envelope again because we're like really, this didn't take very long at all. So let me get another envelope. And I'll show you how I did. So these are just our Whisper White medium size envelopes. And what I'm going to do is go ahead and just put stamp the dots on the flap. And the way I did it, this was really easy, is that I just kind of like just randomly, kind of like in a staggered pattern, stamped the dots onto the flap. And so it really made it easy to kind of go back and fill in. So it's not supposed to be like perfect, which really makes it nice. So if you kind of overlap, it's no big deal. So I'll put a few little more right there. So it just gives it just a little bit of interest on the back side. Isn't that darling? And then what did I do here? So I did the dots again. Just have it stamping off like that. And then we'll come in with Emerald Envy in that leaf image again. And then I'm just going to stamp twice, just like we did on the card. Just like that. And so now we have a really pretty envelope. You can do your address right here. If you got February's Paper Pumpkin Kit, we got a really nice stamp that's a line so that you can stamp three or four lines, however many you need, to write the address to whoever you would send this to. But just how cute is this? Isn't that just darling? Wouldn't that be so cute to get in the mail? So anyway, but like I was saying, that would just be so cute. So cute. So anyway, if y'all liked it, give me some thumbs up, give me some hearts, tell me what you think. That lets me know if you liked the project. And so, but anyway, let me go through here and see if there's any questions. Oh, thank you, ladies. It is unusual. Yeah, that's crazy. Has the ski resorts been struggling? Have they just been making their snow? Oh, thanks, Diana. I know. Do you know, this is just so easy. And I have to admit, I'm really bad about remembering to embellish the envelopes. And so I really need to make a point to do this more often, because I just think it just kind of completes the whole little look to your card. And like I said, anybody who receives this is just going to think they're going to think they're special. I think it would make anybody feel special to get the matching envelope with a card. Okay, so again, this is the hostess code that you can use through the end of this month. And when you shop in my online store, you can do that 24/7. You can head on over to iStampin.com and you can find a link just to head on over to my store. When you put, before you close out your order, be sure to put in this hostess code and you'll receive a free gift from me. Like I was saying at the beginning of the Facebook Live, it will be mid-March, because once I close out the order, I order the products, it comes to me, I have to package it up, and then it gets shipped to you. So there is a little bit of a turnaround time. And again, let's see, where did it go? yesterday's card. This will be up later today. If you missed my little story about that, you can go back and watch it about me partaking in National Margarita Day, which is why this didn't get put up yesterday. But anyway, it's not bad. It's not like I was drunk. I just, you know, had a few drinks and was like, I can wait till tomorrow. So anyway, all right, guys, well, let me make sure that there's not any questions. And be sure to share this with your friends on your Facebook page so that you can be entered to win next week's iStampin Live giveaway. All right, guys, well, everybody have a fabulous Friday, a wonderful weekend. Get out there and spend it with your family. And if you have any questions, just comment below, and I'll be more than happy to answer them. Okay, guys, bye.